Hey everyone, welcome back to the House of GLÉA channel. My name is Baina and I have not made a video in a couple of months, and I wanted to come back on here, reconnect with you, let you know what I've been up to, why I stopped making videos, and why I'm making another video today. I literally was just driving in my car somewhere and I was like, I want to make a video. I want to sit down and talk to them. Most of you guys know me from my old YouTube interior design channel, baina.com. I was pretty big on that space for many years, and I kind of started to dwindle away with that business just because I was burnt out, honestly. And it's common. It's not easy to be a solopreneur. You are the brand, your life is the content. And YouTube is honestly a lot of work, and it's not like I'm against a lot of work. I've done it. It's just I don't want to recreate the same burnout that I created before. So I started House of GLÉA because I actually created a product, which is something that I always, well, probably the last couple of years, I really wanted to start a product. I didn't know what it was. And I've tried many different things. Trust me, I've tried many different businesses. I was like, I'm gonna write a book, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and like, I'm gonna start a jewelry line. I've started and stopped a lot of things. GLÉA Sacred Skin is the one thing that I was able to create and follow through and bring into real life. And it took me about I was testing for 7 months. I did launch this. I did actually launch this last month. I'm assuming and hoping that most of you guys are on the list, so you knew that. Like I said, I'll get into why I couldn't post videos for a while. But this is a real product. This is GLÉA Sacred Skin. This is my beef tallow balm. I released a first edition of 10 balms, sold out in 36 hours. I'm so proud of myself. And it has 5-star reviews, guys. So this is a real thing. And I will be doing a new drop in, I think, the next week or two, like maybe 2 weeks. So please actually go to my website, houseofglea.com, and you can sign up for the wait list so you can get first dibs, because I'm learning how to scale and batch them in production. I'm in stage 1 of this product. So I'm doing limited drops. So if you want to get first dibs on the ones I have available, please do that. Anyway, so I think the last video I made was about in October, and I remember the video that I released was called How to Escape the Matrix. And in that video, I chose a title that was kind of, clickable, but it's also, I kind of do believe that. I believe, like, I have been literally trying to figure out how to escape the Matrix. I have not escaped it yet. I'm still trapped inside of it. But the video was basically kind of me putting together all of the things that I did in the past year, where I really lived like more of a disciplined life. I learned it's not like I was chaotic before, but I had to gain some discipline over finances, over my schedule, over, like, that's the only way I was able to like create a product. Like, a product from start to finish was created in that year, where I was doing things pretty consistently and creating a discipline for myself. So I created that video, but here's the problem with the video. After I watched it over again, I realized it had this energy that I was literally trying to avoid. It was the energy of why I burned out in the first place. And it was this energy of actually struggle. It was too aggressive. It was too struggle. It was do this, do that. You have to stick to all these things, rigid. And I realized, like, that mentality is actually the reason I burnt out from my business the first time. And I felt like it really didn't represent the true energy that I actually did express while I was going through this year of, actually employment. I had a job, and then I was also creating the product at the same time. And then the idea was to start the YouTube channel on top of that, to build up some anticipation when I launched the product. Here's what happened. I was able to crank out 6 videos, do what I do, make the intro, make the music, but it really required me to work 7 days a week, guys. And I just couldn't do it. It just became unsustainable. I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm always going to have a business. That's just who I am, and I just can't stop. But I don't know how to really make social media work for me in a way that's sustainable and enjoyable, honestly, because it really doesn't feel enjoyable. And I'm making this video today because I said I'm gonna record a video. I ain't gonna edit it. I'm not gonna put an intro. I'm not gonna do a thumbnail. I'm not gonna put the music. I can't. It's just too much. Is it good enough if I just actually show up and talk? And I watch people that literally just show up and talk. And so I think what I've been going through in my mid 40s is really an identity shift, I don't want to say the word crisis. It's felt like a crisis. I was known as I was a teacher. I taught interior design. I gave information. And I really, I look back on those videos and it really helped a lot of people. I think my genius in that business and my genius in general is like, I know how to take a complicated topic like design, where people are like, I know what I love, but like, I don't get it. Why does it work? How can I replicate this? I take complicated information about like interior design, and then I turn it into something so simple a 3-year-old can understand. I love that. Like, for example, I think I talked about neutral rooms, and I said, okay, so why is my neutral room boring? Why does this look so boring? And I said, think about a beach. Go to the beach and look at all of the colors and textures on the beach. You've got the sand, the dry sand, the wet sand. You've got rocks, you've got river. Okay, just like nature. Let's think of nature. Think of a stone. Think about how many colors on a stone. You just need to put that level of variation in a room, in a neutral room. It'll become interesting. Use all those different variations of color. Add some texture, add something rough. You get it. So that was like my superpower. I think that's why people connected with me. And I love to do that, but like I feel like I've given, give. I don't ever think I received, not dissing people, I thank you for the support, but like I did not receive the same that I gave in that business. So that's like a trauma I'm getting over. And so I wanted to shift I'm always gonna be a designer. That's not gonna go away, because I just love design, I love beauty. I think the central theme of what I'm here to do is in some way inspire beauty, which sounds kind of like, is that enough? Is that real? I don't know if that's my purpose, but I've always been drawn to curate beauty in my unique way. And so my new business, GLÉA, it's just another version of beauty. It's beef tallow. It's something natural. It's restoring skin. I can go into GLÉA more in another video, but people really love it too. I want you guys to like try it on the next one, and I want you to see, I've got, I think 5-star reviews on the website right now, and they're all very different, very unique. I'm very proud of it. Anyway, so I am just seeking a way to share what I love and what I do in a way that resonates with the right people and will not burn me out and drive me into just damage, because my system can't take it anymore. And so I found like YouTube just wasn't working for me for my old channel for like a long time. Like no matter what I uploaded, it always said I was losing subscribers. I think my channel was like shadow banned, I'm gonna be honest with you. And it just wouldn't grow. It just wouldn't grow. And it just got to a point where it was like, I can't do this anymore. It's not paying off. And then, Instagram is really hard too. It just feels like I'm talking into nothing. So it's been an interesting time because I'm changing topics. So people that used to follow me for the interior design, maybe they don't resonate. Some resonate and some have supported, but some don't. And that's okay. But I just don't know. I have been struggling with how to show up and what to do and be. And so I just stopped doing the YouTube, mainly just because I didn't have the time. And then because I was creating this product. This seems so simple, but this took a lot. Like it takes a lot to figure out a sample. It's not just create a thing and put it in a jar. You've got to source all of your ingredients. You have to have a budget. You have to have the formula, tweak the formula until you figure it out. And it took me 7 months to tweak it. And then then you have to start the production, and then you have to learn how to scale up. And I actually did make one small change to the formula after I started making more, because I realized one ingredient was actually really challenging. That's why it's taking I can't just launch and have 100 in stock. So now I have the new formula, and it's beautiful and elegant, and we love it so much. Look how glistening and gorgeous it is, darling. So this video, see how I get happy? So I'm happy about the creation. Anywho, so that's where I went, that's where I've been. If you guys are interested in still hearing from me, that would be awesome to know. I feel good about this video. I feel good just stopping it and then uploading it and seeing if it's good enough, if it gets views, I don't know. Let me know. So I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm gonna leave you with this last thing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for following me all these years. I really appreciate that. I am just trying to figure out the next step in my life. I'm not where I want to be. I want to be, kind of want a completely different life, not gonna lie, but we can't get into that right now. If you like the talking head style video, let me know. Maybe I'll just come on here and use this as a place to talk about life. Would love to know your thoughts, and please also visit houseofglea.com. It's going to be linked in the description below, and sign up for the wait list so you can be notified when I do the next release of my beautiful GLÉA Sacred Skin. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.